I don't know if that's upside down on Twitter or what. I don't know. All right, let's cook some Sunday dinner. But I need a little something to drink first. Pull this back. I got some Prosecco. There we go. Let's have a little mimosa. What's up? This is the St. James Show. I'm your host, St. James. Let's turn you down. And if you are on, I want some of y'all to go to St. James Eats on YouTube and add that channel as well. All right. Hey, what's up, Nessa? Happy Sunday. Woo! That was it. Let's start off with a little mimosa. Simply Pete. That's some good stuff right there. Once you come in, if you can hit like and share, I appreciate it. We're going to get started cooking. We ain't going to tarry long.
That's how holy convocation is supposed to sound. Put your hands on like the Holy Ghost.
There's some good stoppers. That's a good thing to have. All right, what's up, Twitter? Oh, yeah, they over there on Twitter. What's up, baby? Is it thing sideways? I don't know. I got my camera sideways, but it looked all right on Twitter, but who knows? We'll see at the end of it, right? You know what? I need to get this going. Get that plugged in. I should have put that. What's up, Sean? Greetings, everybody. As you come in, hit like and share, all right? All right. Got all these Williams Sonoma towels and don't use them. All right. What am I doing? I want to get this going. Let's get that heated. I'm gonna make some Brussels sprouts. All right. All right, that's enough. All right, everybody. Let's get down, but before we do that,
all right, all day long. Hello, man, all right. Oh, he's all right. Said all right. He's all right. Always. You take one step and he'll take two. Like my family, but just keep still. Trust him, mother. Trust him, father. Trust her, brother. All of my appointed time. 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 Gonna wait on my train. Mother, father, sister, brother. He's all right. All day long. Yeah, the man's all right.
The Bishop R.W. McMurray. Trust him. You know, since it is Sunday, y'all, right now I'm just cutting up some bacon. Look at all this bacon. I think we're gonna have some Brussels sprouts with our bacon. This is a little much here, but I cut it off, so we just gonna go with it. You cut that bacon up into some small pieces. Get that going. You take you another little drink. What's up, Twitter? There's a few of y'all over there. It is Sunday. You know, our resident praise and worship leader, she's back home. I wasn't paying her, so she quit on me for a while. But she's back. She's back, y'all.
Witness! Thank God I'm a witness. Witness! For my Lord, witness. For my Lord. Witness! Thank God I'm a witness. Witness! For my Lord, witness. For my Lord. Witness! Thank God I'm a witness. I'm a sanctified witness. I'm a holy witness. I'm a credible witness. Thank God I'm a witness. Not a hostile witness. Not a crazy fly witness. I'm a witness. For my Lord, witness. For my witness. Witness. For my Lord, witness. For my Lord, thank God I'm a witness. 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 Hey! Sanctified witness. I'm a holy witness. My life is a witness. My soul is a witness for my Lord. Witness for my Lord. Witness for my Lord. Witness.
Are you a witness this morning, this afternoon, this evening? You know, I'm in California. Do you know that it is 109 degrees? 109 degrees where I'm at. So I was a little late. It's hot. It is really hot. So all I'm doing is I cut up some bacon. So we're going to put that in the pan in just a minute. The pan is not quite hot enough. So we're going to let that sit for a minute. Get this pan nice and hot. Let me turn it up a little bit. Let's see. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Check this out, y'all. So I go to the store to get some Brussels sprouts. Does anybody like Brussels sprouts? Y'all like Brussels sprouts? I didn't like Brussels sprouts. And all Brussels sprouts is little bitty cabbages. So, if you like cabbage, you should like Brussels sprouts. What's up, Twitter? Oh, yeah, they still over there hanging out. So if you like cabbage, you should like Brussels sprouts. So, yeah. But I go to the store today. Check out these. Look how big these are. You see how big those are? Look, Twitter. Yeah, is it? No, not Twitter. What are you? You are TikTok. That's who you are, TikTok. Look at those. Look how huge those are. They're humongous. I was like, this is a little grotesque, but I'm going to go ahead with it. So we're going to clean them off and cut them up. We got to cut them in like fourths. Usually you just cut them in half, but you got to cut them in four. Only prepare. Okay, we're going to see if we can prepare it correctly today, Nessa. So yours been big too, Sean? Because, yeah, I don't know. These are huge. And I'm used to the, smaller ones. They tripping. They really little cabbages. Yeah. Yeah, the smaller ones cook better. So I don't know how. They didn't have any smaller ones at the store. So I don't know how that's going to go. I really don't. How we doing with this bacon? Okay. Let's see if we got some sizzle. Oh, we got some sizzle. We got some sizzle. There we go. There we go. We got some sizzle. We got this bacon going. I'm going to wash that off. Let me see what I want to use. Yeah. I'll just use this. We're going to get this bacon going. So did y'all go to church today? Are y'all heathens? Are y'all heathens? Let's wash these off. I need to get something out of here. Let's see. I got all these spices everywhere and I can't even reach them. Come here. Come here. Come here. I want. Come here. Come here. There you go. There you go. Almost. Got it. All right. I need this one anyway. Okay, don't you start. You know, my little skillet be having a mind of its own. No, let me turn on the stove. We're gonna cook, we're gonna do some cornbread too. I'm gonna get this going. Actually, I probably should have made the cornbread first, but it don't matter. My friends gonna eat it anyway later. They just warm it up. Ooh, you see all that? Who's over there? Get this bacon nice and done. While that's doing, we're gonna cut up these Brussels sprouts. Give me another one. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna, let's do this nice. Cuisinart. Okay. Let's do these Brussels sprouts. Let me see. Oh, I'll toss them in here. All right. These are some humongous Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna use this so you can see me doing it. Can y'all see that? Okay. So you got to cut off the end there. I want that crap. And then, yeah, see, this is still big. That's still kind of big. But you know what? I'm going to leave them like that. I'm going to leave them. You got to cut that and then slice it down the middle. Take all the dirty ones, or you know, them insects be sitting there eating it when in the fields. So, and I plan to have all these cut up, but I don't think I'm gonna make all of these though. I don't think I need all of these. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, well, that one almost hit the dust. Let me see. I think just a few more, and we'll call it a day on those. There we go. What did y'all, could y'all type in the chat what you had for dinner tonight? I went to a friend's brunch earlier. That's why I'm late getting on here tonight. Because we was over there sipping and eating. Yes, they do. Bacon does it. You don't have to put a whole bunch of stuff if you just put some good bacon in there. Adds good flavor. You know, people have other different recipes that they do. This is just mine. And what I'll do, I'll probably make a little short. Look at me, I'm just dropping stuff. My housekeeper coming in. Just dropping stuff. Remember to support the channel, everybody. Always support by clicking like once you come in, or if you're watching the replay. Take a little time and click like. And please think about joining the channel. We have $2.99 a month and $4.99 a month. Just click join. And I'm going to be putting, and also join the St. James Eats. Join that. I can't look over there to see what's going on over there. Join the St. James Eats YouTube page. If you can do that for me, just click join, subscribe to there, and also join this particular page. All right, just click join. And we have super chat down there if you want to give a little super chat. show how much you appreciate the channel, the St. James Show, and also St. James Eats. Look at that bacon. It's coming together. It's coming together. But you really want to put it in the middle so it can really cook better. Right underneath that eye. Let's put it right up under there. There we go. Let it cook a little better. Right. All right. So I'm going to dump this, but I'm going to dump this in the sink for right now. Oh, I think I'm going to do, no, I don't want to do anymore. So we have, that one's that brown right there. I don't know if you can see it. We don't want that. You want to take that one off. We ditch that one. Okay. So what I like to do, I like to just season them a little bit. Actually, let me get a bigger bowl. We'll put them in this bowl. Bigger bowl. While that bacon is still going, it's almost done. See, I told somebody, they said, won't you cook online sometime? Yeah, I will. Just make sure you support. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's say oxtails, filled. Ooh. So that's that oxtail, filled peas, rice, and cornbread. Filled peas. Fill me in on what filled peas are. I don't know what filled peas are. So I'm gonna take some. These are our Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna just tag it with a little garlic powder, with a little onion powder in there. I'm gonna do some fresh ground pepper. Put some of that in there. And I'm just going to do just a hit, y'all, just a hit of salt, a hit. That's all we need right there. That's all. All right. And of course, we're going to hit it with a little olive oil. The olive oil. All right. And we're going to dive in here. Our bacon is almost done. You kind of want it on the crispier side. So just let it cook a little bit longer. I could have pre-done this and did it before, but I'm going to let that do right there. So we got our seasoning in here with some olive oil. So we're just going to mix it around a little bit. Toss it around a little bit. Get it on in there. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Just toss it around, not too much, just kind of to coat a little bit of it. But some of the leaves will come off, and which is good, which is okay with me, because some of the leaves, if they're by themselves, they get a little crispier. Oh, thank you, Smart by Nature. They're like black-eyed peas. So the field peas are like black-eyed peas. Or you in Florida with the Satan, huh? You over there with the Satan in Florida? All right. Okay, so we're almost done with this. I'm gonna get a little deal to put those in. That's I always keep some paper bowls and stuff. Okay, we're almost done with this. Turn it up just a little bit more. I'm gonna hook these up real quick. Oh, you know what I should have did? I should have did meat, but that's okay. It ain't gonna take that long. Actually, I may not even do that meat. I just probably want to do these and do some cornbread. I could do something else later. Actually, I think I better. Dang. Okay. We'll get it together. Okay, that bacon is almost done. I'm gonna just give it a few more, about 2 more minutes. All right. What's up? We still got TikTok hanging. Did y'all go to my TikTok? The ones on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. It's St. James TikTok. SAINTJMES TikTok. They on there going in on Bree Holly's video over there. You know, when she was in San Jose, walking on them people's pews and carrying on. It's on my shorts on YouTube and on my TikTok. Who over there? What's up, y'all? I got it like sideways, so it's tripping over there. Okay. Actually, come here. Come here. Okay. Okay, that's enough. It's cooked enough. So we're going to take this bacon out. We'll add it back later. Let's just take this bacon out. And then I don't have to put anything to drain it. This ain't your healthy version anyway. So I haven't tried like turkey bacon and all that. You know that stuff ain't got no grease to it. A little dry. So we leave that alone. All right. So we're going to set our bacon to the side. And as I said, my air is on, but it is like 109 or 110 here in the city. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to put these in the pot face down. Just put them on in the pot. Or in the pan, rather. That ain't no pot. And I like to put them in individually face down. And this is kind of a bigger pot that I use. I generally only use it for certain things because it is kind of a big pan. And I don't really use it. They want a plate. KC want a plate. No, that's right. Actually, I'm gonna make oxtails next week. Next Sunday. Let me see. Can I do it? What am I doing? Yeah, I should be able to make oxtails next week. I was out yesterday. You know, I'm a real estate agent. Oh, that's the stove. And a buyer was here from down south. And I was showing homes. I showed them like 10 homes yesterday in the heat. Oh, I was burning up. Yeah, so next week I'm gonna make oxtails. So what I did, you see how they're just individually, I place them in there, but then the little leaves, I just throw the leaves in there. And it's, you know, the leaves will get a little crispy. Just throw them in there. And let them cook a while. These don't take long at all. Let me, let's see here. That's funny. This is what I want. I like to cover them. Just to cover them for a minute with that. All right, so let's start with the cornbread. And we are not done with those Brussels sprouts, but we're just going to let them cook a little bit, and let's get this cornbread started. So we're going to get it started with a cup of flour. We're going to do a cup of flour. What we got? Got a cup of flour. And a cup of cornmeal. I like to use this kind. It's me. They need to pay me. Like I got 1 million people watching. They got to pay me. They got to pay me. Making a mess. We got a cup of cornmeal. We're going to put that in there. Guess what else? Sugar. Yep. Cup of sugar. I don't know about you, but we like a little sweet cornbread around here. Let me eat the smaller one. So that's the dry. We need some baking powder. It's probably like a teaspoon of baking powder. I just kind of eyeball it. There we go. little bit more. It won't come out. Oh, there you go. And some, like a teaspoon salt. Oh, let me do it the other way. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, you about to take your real estate exam? Oh, that's good, Sean. Do it. You know, I took it, and it, you know, it's kind of hard, but I passed. I was the first one in the class to get up and finish it. Actually, somebody else probably, maybe they finished it, just didn't get up. But I was the first person to get up, and after I finished it, and I passed it the first time. Passed it the first time. So you're going to be all right. All right, so we got those ingredients in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to mix all those dry ingredients up. Just going to mix them up. Get them all mixed up real good in there. That baking powder. Not soda. I don't know, some people put soda in there, a little bit of baking soda in there too. You can. But I don't worry about that. Now Brussels sprouts are still rolling along, right? And what else? So let's go with the wet ingredients. So of course we need some butter. I usually do this here. I just do a whole stick of butter, y'all. A whole stick of butter. Yes, a lot of questions on that test, but a lot of it's common sense. But you do have to study. I wouldn't just walk up in there talking about, in Jesus' name, let me pass. No, don't do that. Don't pimp out God like that. Study and show thyself what? Approved. All right, that don't have to only go for the Bible. It can go for regular things in life too. People take the Bible, think it's only supposed to be spiritual things, but the Bible is good for great direction in life. That's what all the parables. Do y'all really think there was a big old fish and it swallowed up a man and it did this and I love me some God and Jesus, but I don't know about that. Actually, it's what I usually do is put it in my pot. Actually, I'm gonna put it in there. My oven is at 425, and I usually put the butter in there and just let it melt in the oven. And then when it's melted, then we'll put it in there. So let's go with this. So I use buttermilk. I don't know, some other people use regular milk. I actually use buttermilk. Right, approved. So we are doing a cup of buttermilk, all right? And you gotta stir, you gotta put it in and then afterwards figure out if it's enough, you know. Our Brussels sprouts. Looking good, y'all, looking good. And like I said, these are bigger, so, you know. So, but while they're doing that, I think it's a good time. We need a little, I have some balsamic vinegar, just a little balsamic vinegar in here. All right, just a little bit. And also a little soy sauce. Just a little soy sauce. Let's squirt it a little bit. There you go. Little soy sauce. And also just a swirl of honey. Just a swirl. You don't need all that much. There we go. That's all you need. And then we're going to put our bacon back in. And I don't know about you, but you know, I always like a little bit of spice, and I love this spice in here. It's just I go to the Asian store and get this spice. Everybody hit click like for me on the video. Increase the algorithm for me. And then what you do, you just kind of toss them around a little bit. See all that good stuff at the bottom? You know, these are going to be some good sprouts here. All right. So you toss all that around. Also, I hit it with just, you know, we black, a little Tony's. Just a little Tony's, all right? So just a little tidbit on, oh no, there we go. That's all we need. That's all. That's it. All right. So we're going to mix this up a little bit. And we're going to let them open face cook. Let them cook for a minute. All right. Let's set this over here. Let's get back to this cornbread. So we have our buttermilk in there. What I like to do, just add a little drip drop of vanilla. Yep, that's all. Little drip drop of vanilla. And a little drip drop of lemon extract. And I mean a drip, because you don't want it to overpower. Oh, that's all. I hate that. And I think that's it. Just a little drip. Now we got to put our butter. Let's see if there's butter ready. It's ready. Oh, that don't work. Am I supposed to put that? I don't think I'm supposed to put that in the oven. No, we're not putting that in the oven because that didn't work. They tried to take me out of here. This is the butter. And we're going to put that butter right up in there. Right up in there. And see, now it's all over it. Let me wipe this. I don't want to put it at the bottom, though. Put this over there. What y'all doing? What these sprouts doing? All right. Yeah, they right. They right. Okay, let's mix this up. Actually, we forgot one thing. Y'all didn't even tell me. See, y'all gonna make me slip. Y'all about to make me slip. 1 egg. Yeah. Y'all almost got me. It wouldn't have tasted right either. Who over there? What's up, TikTok? We're gonna mix this up. Y'all like my apron? You can get your aprons. Click merchandise over there at the St. James Show merchandise, all right? It's on my page as well. If you click about, the link is there. These are done. These are they which have been, yeah. All right. What y'all think about what's going on around in these streets, these YouTube streets this week? YMW Melly declared a mistrial. Woo! You know that boy shot them people. But they got to prove it. They have to prove it. So they're saying that it was 9 not guilties. No, 6 not guilties or something like that. Or 9 not guilties and 3. 9 not guilties and 3 guilty. So they did a mistrial. Yeah. I don't know. See how easy those were? How easy those were? And those were some humongous Brussels sprouts. Yeah. Let's remove this. Put this over here. So look at those, y'all. I need a fork. Yeah. Okay. So those are the Brussels sprouts. Let's try one. Let us try one. I don't want to try a big one. How big though? Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. I know they're hot. I'll blow myself away. Oh, hot. Ah, they're hot. Well, good. Those are good. Those are good. We're gonna set them over here. We're gonna put them over there. Oh, my cornbread. Oh, let me add a little bit more because it was sitting over there for a minute. A little bit more buttermilk. We good. Let's get a spatula. I've got so much to thank God for. So many wonderful blessings. Where are my spatulas? And so I got like 50 million of them. Yeah. Uh-oh. With you today. Almost. All right, so we got that going. That look good, y'all. That look good. That look good. Let me turn that off. I ain't gonna burn myself again. Crazies. Let's put this in here. Put this in here. We got our cone bread. You want your cone bread? Can I have your cone bread? You got to get all that good stuff. Then you got to get a spatula. Get all of it. Get every bit. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching, all my friends, all my subscribers, all my haters, all my enemies. I know y'all chiming in too. So there we go. Let's put it on in. All right. It ain't gonna take that long. What time is it? We'll watch it. It ain't gonna take that long at all. So what else we're gonna do? I'm gonna throw some of this meat I got. I'm gonna throw that together. I need another bowl though. Should I do it in this bowl? Pants falling off. Let's see. I'll do one in. Got a million of these. All right. And these actually don't take that long at all, even though we may not stay on till they're done. They're just choice beef loin tri-tip steak. They really cook really fast. Where is Kyrie? I wonder how he's doing with his deal. I'm a weirdo when it comes to meat, y'all. I'm one of those washers of meat. Thank you, Patricia Ellington. Hey, what's up, Bernice? Hey, Elise. What's up? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they are good. I'm going to have me another one. Hold on, y'all. They are really good for those who didn't see it. Those are Brussels sprouts. They're actually really good. Oh, where'd they go? Missed it. So we have bacon, Brussels sprouts. We just seasoned the Brussels sprouts with garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of salt, pepper, and olive oil. Mix that up, put them in there. And once they cooked a little bit, you just do a little balsamic vinegar. And what else? Put that bacon back in, balsamic vinegar, some soy sauce, and you can spice it up. But, you can put some hot sauce on here too. It's like I said, it's just like little bitty cabbages. That's all it is. That's all it is. And that that bacon. She's right about that bacon. Bacon always sets it off. It's hot in here, y'all. It is now 110 degrees here. 109, 110. All right. Let's get this going. So I got some beef sticks. I'm just a weirdo. I just like to, y'all may not rinse off y'all meat. I just do. That's just me. Sorry. I know Dorius cooks. He don't clean no chicken. He just take that chicken and just, have his way with it. Let me dry, while I'm drying this, this beef off. Hold on. Since it's Sunday, and most of y'all didn't go to church anyway, let's give y'all a little taste of something, all right? All right, hope y'all press like and click share. Make sure that you add me on my TikTokers, add me on YouTube at The St. James Show. The link is in the description. And my YouTube folk, add me on TikTok and also on Instagram at The St. James Show. All right, there too. And if you would like to support the channel, you can always support the channel with your donations. Donations are on the screen. St. James Show for Cash App, The St. James Show at att.net for Zelle, and paypal.me/The St. James Show. And also, please go over to I'm gonna put the link in the. Let me take this off. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If everyone on this side on would go to my my foodie YouTube, and subscribe to the St. James Show if it wants to come up. I'm gonna try to do something. If it'll work. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if it'll work. Oh, it will work. It will. Almost got it, y'all. All right. Hold on. No, go back. Go back. Oh, I forgot it's way up there. Okay. Copy. There we go. So let me put it in the chat. So if Cupcakes ain't here today, she must be someone with her man. She ain't being a moderator today. There it is in the chat. So if you would go to that. Oh, there she is. Cupcakes. There she is. I spoke you up. If you can, she's probably busy though. I know you be, it's Sunday. Y'all handling y'all business. What else was I gonna? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep this. Is it still on? Yeah, it is. No, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on. Let me get a smaller one though. A small one. Should I get this one? Yeah, I'll get this one. The cornbread is cornbreading, y'all. It's cornbreading. It is cornbreading. Let me put this on here. I think I need another little mimosa before I get started with this. I just like this some music or something. Thank you, Cupcakes. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We appreciate you. Ooh. Oh, yeah, so YNW Melly's out. Well, I don't know if he's out, but he missed trial. I wonder if they don't let him out on bail, though. I don't think they will. I don't know.
Hallelujah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Come on, put your hands on it, church. Hallelujah. Hey. Hey. What's his name? What's his name?
All right,
What's his name? What's his name?
let's go back.
What's his name? What's his
I need
name?
some more shrimp pepper.
What's his name?
All right,
What's his name? Father in creation, Son
little
in
peach.
redemption, Spirit in the church.
Actually, I like a little peach.
The more I call him, the better I feel.
Little cran peach, y'all.
Better I feel.
That's what I need in my life, right there.
To be like Jesus.
Do me like this. Ain't nobody. Them folks over there at Pilgrim Assembly was churching this week.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
They was churching.
Jesus in the morning.
And the PAW,
Jesus in the evening. Jesus on
behind here, PAW was had their convention. It wasn't no Pilgrim, no. I'm sorry. And, I'd like to fill up in PAW, but we need to get it together. That choir, got about 10, 15 folk in there. No. So they have to have a bond here. You think he gonna get out, YNW Melly Cupcakes? You think they gonna let him out? They gave that other boy a bond. He's just as guilty. All right. So this is some tri-tip little sirloin pieces. These little meats like this, I like to cook real quick. Like, they don't take long to cook. I like to put a little olive oil on them. You can put olive oil, you can put avocado oil, what kind of oil, whatever kind of oil you want to put on them. And I just massage it in there, massage the meat. Some of you brothers know how to do that really well. Well, some of you sisters know that too. Massage the meat. Massage the meat. What happened? My music. What happened? All right. We massage the meat. Ew. Let's see here. What happened to it? All right. So I like to use I don't like to do a whole bunch of stuff. I got this stuff. It's kind of a seasoning and rub, kind of a rub type of thing. So I usually like to just use some of that and just generously put it on there. And I'm about to probably sneeze because something in here always makes me sneeze, like that Zatarain's or that Tony's. I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody can figure that out and put it in the chat or put it in the comments if you're watching the replay later. I don't know what that is, but it just makes me sneeze all the time. So I just like to generously coat those all the way around. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can. Just coat them side, all that. Yeah. All right. All right. Probably, but I'm sure Christina's going to do her. Yeah. Do you think, you know what I was thinking? Will you think they will still, the state will have her still try Melly? Or do you think they will get another prosecutor? And I wish Pam was on here because I sure would bring her on just to kind of talk about that. But if anybody wants to just come and chat on live, I'll put the thing in the chat. You can just click it. You don't have to be on camera. Just make sure your microphone works. And join me here. But I was wondering, because I don't know, she was a little interesting. I don't know if the state will have faith that she will be able to get a conviction the second time. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that would be cute. Ain't many people on here, but, you know, I would like to know. All right, what we got? Ooh, I'll burn myself up. Here I go, a little bit more olive oil in the pan. Let me turn this down. Yeah, ooh, whoa. Loose here, Holy Ghost. Loose here, Holy Ghost. You try to get me. That's too much. All right. Too much oil. See, this thing won't leave me alone. All right. We're going to put these in here. Pam said they think they will have another one. Yeah. I think they need to. Dang. Now you want to work, huh? Now you want to work. I think I had it up too high, but like I said, I can't control this thing. It's a good skillet, but I gotta learn how to control it. Okay. We're gonna sear these. Let's just sear them bad boys. Gonna sear them bad boys. What's his name? What's his name? Yeah. Who else we got on here? Okay. So these are just a beef sirloin tri-tip. It's not the whole tribe. It's just like the tri-tip pieces. And I always sear my meat. These are going to go in the oven for a little bit. But like I said, we probably won't be on here when these are done. But I will take a picture of them and post them on my community board. So I hope everyone has clicked the like and share. I can't get on my phone because I got about 50 million stuff going on right now with all my phones. And let's see here, what we got going. I'm gonna click on here, but I'm going to turn the sound off right here. If it'll come on. Okay. Oh, the sound is off. Good. All right. Pretty awesome. Well, hopefully y'all click like later. Some of y'all are some haters. Haters won't even click like. See how that's seared? I like to sear it all, so I'm gonna sear it. Then I'm gonna sear the sides of them, just so we can get some color in them bad boys. Let's see what this. What's this cornbread doing? Pretty fancy. Let's see. Let's test it out. Got my handy dandy tester. It's really what you use to get the crab when you're eating the crab legs. And you get that, you gotta get it that meat up out of there. This is what you use. What's his name? Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Hey y'all, where up? Oh, there you go. Oh, I just need to put it out there. It's done, y'all. What? You know, we have to have some butter and stuff and stuff and stuff. And stuff and stuff. And stuff. What's his name? Come on. Name of the top. All right, we need some butter, y'all. We also need some honey. We're gonna put a little honey in this butter, and we're gonna put that on top of that cornbread. There we go. Y'all keep searing. Y'all stay there. So mix that up. Move this over to the side. You all right. Y'all see that cornbread? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Do you see it? I told y'all I can cook. And we gonna put this around there. Not too much, because you see all that sugar I put in there. I put a whole cup of sugar in there. So we're not gonna go too overboard. But we just gonna spread that out. We're gonna spread that out. Put that honey butter on there. Put it on the sides. Yes, honey butter, yes. And we got the cornbread. And that's that. All right. Voila. I'm gonna let that sit just for a minute, and I'm gonna cut it and make sure that it's right, all right? I'm just gonna let it sit for about 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna cut it. We need to cut it. All right, I gotta have another Brussels sprout. Here's a Brussels sprouts, y'all. What up to that? I don't like that stuff. They're so good. Bacon, a little bit of honey in it, balsamic vinegar, a little soy sauce, all your That's all right. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, now y'all want to act up. Okay, I'm getting off anyway. Okay. Well, we just gonna pop these in the oven. We ain't wait for these to be done. Now next week, I'm gonna make oxtails, but I'm gonna record me prepping them the night before. I'll record that and post it, and then you'll have what I did before, and then we'll get right to the live on actually making the oxtails, putting them on there. Now, of course, oxtails take a minute, so it's pretty much the preparation of oxtails. But you gotta let them bad boys sit. I put them in the oven. Sometimes I put them in the oven. Sometimes I put them. I do them over the stove. So we'll figure out which way I'm gonna do them. Okay. Nobody want to come on and talk? Man, I wish I knew about Cupcake. Is Kyrie what level is Kyrie on? Do you know? Yeah. And I'm going to cover these. I'm gonna cover these. I'm gonna cover them up. They didn't really when you don't want to get like a whole tri-tip. They have those on the store. They're like little tri-tip sirloin little deals. Just toss them in the oven. They'll be done. Your family will be eating pretty soon. Let's cut this cornbread. Let's cut it up. Let's see. All right. Like I said, I keep picking plates. I hate to wash dishes. Let's cut this bad boy up. Let me turn this off. I thought I heard it sizzling. He finished fourth. Oh, he finished fourth. Oh, okay. Man. I sure was hoping that he was able to get that. Everybody hit like and share. Your support is greatly appreciated. And it's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, ways to support. And also there's super chat and super sticker in the chat section if you want to click on that as well. And since it's Sunday, again, since it's Sunday, my first bishop, Bishop R.W. McMurray.
All right, all day long. Hello, man, all right. Oh, he's all right. Said all right. He's all right. Always. You take one step and he'll take two. Like my balance, but just keep still. Just tell my
Listen, that was Greater Bethany Community Church, which is now City of Refuge, pastored by Noel Jones. That was old school. City of Refuge was Greater Bethany. That's when the PAW was popping. Bishop McMurray, we had the best council in the convention, California, Nevada, Hawaii. Let me tell you, I watched that convention at PAW this week, and I was just like, man, it ain't there. I don't know if it's Brooks. I don't know if it's the leadership or what, but they better take notes. Hey, Dr. Hope, we did some Brussels sprouts and some cornbread. There's some stuff brewing in the oven. Well, you may not get to see that. But even the fashions at the PAW convention, they're gonna have to take some notes from the Kojics. Horrible, tragic. And I was like, and that youth president, he looked like a clown. He looked horrible. Jackie McCullough, she always preached good. I heard her. She fine. She were all right. Vegas food was good. You can always find good food in Vegas. I got a little short on my page, St. James Eats. The little short I put on there, some of the food I had in Vegas. Went to Yardbird, went to Hot and Juicy. I didn't get to the Lux, the Grand Lux. I love the Grand Lux and the Venetian, but I didn't get over there, and I wanted to get over there. But Vegas has so much food. You can just, Smotherport.college, Fatback. Even though I do make some good smothered pork chops, so I have to put that on the menu to make some good smothered pork chops. For those who are late coming in, about to eat them all up, but I did make some good Brussels sprouts. And if you haven't had Brussels sprouts, you need to make them the way that I made them. And see, I like just a tad bit crunch in mine, My God. It's that balsamic vinegar mixed with that honey, with that dash of little soy sauce, with the seasonings. All right. But anyway, the food in Vegas is always good. Much better food than in London. Hey, Pam. Pam, I really wanted you to come over and I just wanted to talk about Melly because I didn't get a chance to chime in on yours. I don't know if you don't have to come on camera if you don't want to. But yeah, oh my good, but these Brussels sprouts were so good. So if you go back, you'll see how I prepared them. But you gotta get that honey, that balsamic vinegar, that little bit of soy sauce, and then you coat them with the olive oil with your seasoning and that bacon. That bacon always seals the deal. That bacon. Oh, let's cut this cornbread. And I did this cornbread from scratch, so we're gonna see what it do. Let me see. Don't you make me out no food. I think I need a spatula though. Because this thing ain't gonna work. This is like a pie cutter. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna make a fool up out of me. You better not make no fool up out of me. It will. No, maybe. Yeah. A semi fool up out of me. Semi. A little cornbread, little honey butter on top. Little bit. Let's see. My God. And that's homemade, y'all. Oh, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. 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 Now, don't do like I did and cut it too soon. I cut it too soon. So, just let it sit there a while. Let it marinate. But that crust right there at the end, that's what that cast iron skillet, that'll give you. That'll bless you. Mm. My God, don't do that. Oh, there's Pam.
I was about to say, how long you gonna leave me in the green room?
I was making love to cornbread.
I seen.
Sorry. What you and Deb over there doing tonight?
Deb is at work.
Man, that's all I hear you say. You must be making. My goodness.
Listen, I should be able to quit, right? That's what
Yes.
I told him. I told him I should be able to quit at this point.
Man. So I expected a not guilty. I was on the not guilty trip.
Okay.
But I mean, then my second thing was going to be the hung jury.
Yep. And I said hung jury. So I kind of figured that because it just, to me, they didn't prove in the Melly case, they didn't prove their case. But it was close. It was close. It was leaning more towards not guilty. It sounds like, allegedly, I don't know how true it is, but they're saying they polled the jury. Now, Melly's mom claimed it was 9 not guilty and 3 guilty.
Uh-huh.
And then I think it was Y&W Juvie's dad said that it was 6-6. But either way, the prosecution wasn't close to a conviction. So
Gotcha. Right. Regardless, if you're gonna do if it's 6-6 or 9-3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wasn't even close. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure that the defense is gonna do a motion to try to get them out on bond because the state has a certain amount of days to bring it back, to decide whether they're gonna bring it back. Of course, they will. They already have a conference scheduled, and it'll be interesting to see how they go through all of this, how they go through this again. Because Esau showed their hands now. We all know the case.
They did, like you were saying, and it makes so much sense. I mean, they know everything that was objected to, rather, and things that were not put in that they're going to think of ways to put them in the next time. Do you think they will still get the same state attorney, prosecutor?
That's an interesting. I think she knows the case very, very well. So now you got to get somebody that learns all this DNA, learns all of this stuff. But they may have thought she didn't present well. I think they just they had too many holes in the case. And I would blame more of the investigation, almost more than I would the prosecutor. You can only.
That's what I was saying. My mom was trying to argue with me. I'm saying, Mom, they just barely did some investigation like April, May.
Right. They were like, when did you swab for DNA? June? Like last month, June? Like what?
Like at least say June 2022, maybe?
And he been in jail since 2019.
Right.
That is nuts to me. So yeah, I think, and as time goes by, you lose evidence. If they didn't go, they could have got a camera from every business area over there within that first week. And if Melly was in that car or whatever, they would have had the cameras that would have shown it and it would have been a slam dunk. But because they did a half investigation, it's a lot of reasonable doubt.
There was a drive-by little shooting in my mom's neighborhood. They were knocking on each door like 2 days later asking for your Ring camera information.
Wow.
So if they're asking for people's Ring light, can we get the footage off of your Ring light? They definitely should have been around those businesses asking for footage.
Immediately, because what you do as an attorney is when your client tells you the route, you send a letter of preservation and tell them, hey, this happened at this time. I need you to preserve whatever video you have for August 13th, 2019, whatever, and they preserve it. Otherwise, they re-record over all of those videos. After about 30 days, they record over. So nobody really keeps recordings like that. I mean, the government, 911, like a lot of times it's not preserved. You have to preserve a lot of this stuff. body cams for police officers, sometimes they don't take them out and preserve them. So you got to preserve a lot of stuff, and it just sounds like they didn't preserve anything. How they were able to get it from the school is interesting to me. Or on the flip side, they may have asked some of them businesses and it wasn't favorable to them, so they decided to act like they didn't.
But it seemed to me when they were asked about, they were like, "Did you do it?" "Nope, we didn't do it." "Nope." "Nope."
Well, I've had police officers say they never interviewed somebody and come to find out 5 years later they did interview them. It just wasn't a favorable interview, so they decided not to memorialize it. So sometimes they're not as honest. So I do take it with a grain of salt. I don't believe everything that they say. Because
Right.
even though they're supposed to be for justice and getting to the truth, we all know the prosecutors work with the police officers all the time.
Right.
Like they work hand in hand. But
I remember you were saying
yeah.
this past week that, hey, what's up, Kay? You were saying this past week that usually the prosecutor sits right next to the detective sits next to the prosecutor.
Yeah, the head detective. We
The
call
head-
them the officer in charge. Yeah, the one that's over the case, they sit there because they're the only ones. We'll ask for everyone to be sequestered. Basically, if you're a witness or a potential witness, we don't want you sitting in the trial until after you testify, so that
Right.
you can not hear what the next person says, you know.
Yeah.
So, but except the OIC, because they're the ones, they know all of the witnesses. They probably interviewed them. They're there for everything. They know the case anyway. And they actually whisper in the prosecutor's ear certain things that they may recall, like that's their right hand almost. So the fact that they literally almost only use this investigator to try to get in some text messages that they couldn't get in before was just wild to me. I'm like, this was the lead detective. Like, what?
What's up, Cakes? What before you talk, Cakes? Let's see this right quick. This is Pam's channel, y'all.
Justice and do good exceptions to all the rules of evidence, and there is no such thing. If it's admissible, admit it through an admissible procedure. You don't try and end around the court's order and the case law by coming in on some pretext and doing exactly what they told the court would happen and create an entire prejudicial fiasco and introduce inadmissible evidence into the record. That's what occurred, and this jury has been irreparably prejudiced.
Now that was just a regular motion for a mistrial during the case.
Yeah, and I wanted to just play that really quick, just because it's like, what do you think about Dude? Dude is pretty. Do you think he did a good job?
Yeah, I think he was the best one on that defense team. He's a very good attorney. I have to give it. And honestly, just as an attorney sitting back, almost as a student, watching how he maneuvered, I'm not joking. I was like, man, I should have been objecting and sidebarring a little bit more on some of the stuff. Fought on some of the issues. You know, I don't think anything ever bit me in the behind for it. But you kind of,
it just makes you want to be on your toes a little bit more.
Yeah, like it makes you and it gave me the little itch for a minute to go back and do, a couple more. I just was asked to do unaliving case, and I was like, no, I don't really want to do it. I ain't done one in like 8 years. I ain't trying to get back on that. But it almost made me want to do it. I was talking to Dev. I was considering it. It just takes a lot out of you when you do it. So it did give me that little bite, that little itch to do it again. But I'll probably be over it by next week when I think about all the work it takes.
Yeah. What's up, Cakes? You're muted. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
What you got in the oven? I missed that part.
Well, there's a little tri-tip sirloin in the oven, slowly cooking. But I just did a little tri-tip, not a whole big one, but just the pieces. Okay. But I did some Brussels sprouts and some cornbread. Next week, I'm gonna do some oxtails.
Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta be there for that. Maybe I'll go
I'm gonna prep them and do some
things
make
it together. Go get some oxtails and make it together.
We ought to. Yeah.
So since YNW Esquire is here, I do have a question. So Pam, if they do retry this case, how in the world is the state gonna, I guess, prove this, because at this point, I don't think anybody else, unless they threaten them with jail time after Sister Bun Bun and Brother Glass and the rest of them, I don't think anybody else is gonna cooperate in this point.
Mr. Bun Bun didn't know nothing.
I think Bun Bun knows now because Glass showed them. Like, if they'll ask, okay, if I show you your statement, will it refresh your recollection? If they say no, they have to move on. Glass knew that.
Well, maybe.
Now the other ones probably done seen, like, all we got to do is say that it's not going to refresh our recollection because it was so long ago. Okay, we about to do that. I don't know how I think first of all, I think they're going to have to take the death penalty off the table.
Maybe that's it, huh?
Yeah, I think they need to take the death penalty off the table because as a citizen, you take it very big. You want 100% of no doubt. It's probably what you want when you're talking about I'm the one that can decide whether you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So that they're gonna have to take it off. Secondly, they need to go ahead and go to Cortland Henry and be like, look, bro, you did your year, you've been on house arrest for 4, we'll just give you probation for this amount of time, and try to get him to turn. I don't think Cortland will turn, but I think they really they almost need him at this point. It's too many.
But you know what, Pam? With all the money that has been given and ran around this case to witnesses and all that's what I think has happened. It wouldn't be in his best interest because somebody might bump him off just for $5,000.
Listen,
if he turns on Melly.
Yeah. And he's been vocal. He's been vocal on the on social media that he's not turning on Melly at all. And Melly, his worth done went up. His streams done skyrocketed.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
He got enough money for another and we know Cortland doesn't really have money. So who paying for your attorney?
Yeah. He paid for Cortland to get out of jail on bond.
Yeah, almost 200,000.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if you answered this, Pam, but Asia had a question the other day, and I don't know if it has to do with if Melly was actually convicted, but she asked a question, and I was curious in the answer, but I don't remember hearing if you answered it or not. But she asked, why didn't the manager and Frito Bang get charged with something like accessory after the fact or something like that?
You know what? We didn't hear enough information for but I think 100 Track, the manager, he did think he was gonna have to testify. That's why he came to closing arguments. That's why I put the little clip. And
that was him sitting there.
Yep, that was him.
Okay.
Yep, and he was the first one to do an interview and say he was excited that it was the hung jury. That's it. He's like he's gonna get back to the music. That's all he cared about. But Cakes, I was entertaining the thought of I'm looking at the manager side eye because a lot of these doggone contracts got life insurance policies in them.
Yep.
I was like, because I just took one out of one of my clients. I was like, no, we're not doing that. Like, you're worth more dead than alive. Like, no.
Yeah. I told you, YNW stepdaddy was questioning that as well because they didn't understand why in the world were they dressing his son for his funeral, and like he was like, it's got to be something there that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would his mom?
YNW stepdaddy is showing he wasn't really his daddy. He's showing that he wasn't in his life like that by saying those statements because there's no way in the world that as a father that some like the people you think may have off your son has the privilege of dressing your son.
Yes, and you're okay with it, and you just let it ride. Yeah.
That's crazy. That means you weren't around like that. That's why I said a lot of this. I'm not saying he's not sad. That's his son, but some of this just seemed a little clout chasing this to me. But it's not making sense. Ain't no way in the world you're wondering how are they able to dress your son. Do you know how that sounds, sir?
And then he didn't show up to the funeral.
Melly
didn't show up, right?
You're correct. He said that stepdaddy said that they he was supposed to be on his way. Then he said he was in traffic, and then they moved the funeral time back to allow Millie time to get there, and he still never showed.
Oh wow. Okay.
I did this little poll on my
But
community
there
board.
was a text about it in the trial too. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, see,
when you were
I
reading the
thought
text.
because did Melly pay for it though? So he
He-
so he wants to went to like maybe a memorial because if they dressed him, then that sometimes
Well,
that's the time for the family
I
to
think-
spend time with him.
I think they took the clothes up to the funeral home. I think
Yeah,
that they just
but they
picked
said
out
that
whatever
Millie
clothes he
paid
was
for
trying
the
to wear.
funeral too.
Yes, he did, according to everybody else. But if you remember in the text, Lord, the long
He said he
text, Jesus,
couldn't, yeah.
he didn't want to go to, I know, Juvie's funeral because he said something about in the text to his mom. He was like, "Those them people are there." I don't know if you remember that because he said, and she said, back to him, she said something like, "Yeah, they were at Sack Chasers too, but you didn't see them." Or you could something like that. I don't know,
Did
even though
went
he
to
went.
Sack Chasers? So did
I
he went to
don't
Sack-
know. I don't know. Don't get me to lying. I don't know. I don't know. All this
Well, you
stuff
know
is
the
running
police.
in my head.
You know the police were there. They sit there and they go to the funerals, and the reasoning is they want to see who's there because a lot of
Yeah.
times the person that did it shows up to the funeral.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and see who's there, see who's not there.
Yeah.
yeah, and that led me to believe when he said that he didn't want to go because the people were there. That led me to believe that exact thing. Like, well, you don't want to go because you did it, but
Mm.
you know,
I did
Well, the
this little
prosecutor
thing.
ain't proved that cake, so
did
so
not.
Molly's living to see another day. He woke up. He woke up feeling like his life was gonna be a little bit longer than he may have felt the other day.
Oh man, I just want brother to go see a loctician expeditiously. That's all I want.
Listen, I mean,
You know
get
what?
there quickly. Quickly get there if you can.
That's all I want for him. That's all I want for him.
Well, I did a
That's
little
all I
survey on my community board, and 46% said guilty on all court counts, and then just manslaughter 8%, and hung jury 23, walks free 23. So, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody really thought he was going to maybe get out of this, scotch free, but of course, mistrial is. And let me share this with you. I was on a case for about a month. This guy was being accused of burning up his Mercedes. And it was, some few years back, it was like a brand new 500 series, huge Mercedes. And he was paying at that time $2,300 a month for it.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Wow.
So well, then they accused him of burning it up because he was having financial problems.
Well,
But it was AAA suing him. But they just couldn't prove it. And there was one particular key that they could not figure out where it was. So Mercedes-Benz of Fresno sold a car, but there was a key out there in La La Land. Nobody knew where it was. Do you know we all sat on that jury and said, we know he burnt his car up, but they couldn't prove it. But they just couldn't prove it. It was
yeah.
that key that was out there. Somebody could have, because with cars like Mercedes and BMW, it's not about you breaking the window and getting in there and starting it. These are the key fobs,
Right? Yeah.
So it's not that simple. But when you have a key fob that is out there in La La Land and no one has figured it out where it is, that could have been the person that stole the car out of the parking lot that we saw and drove it out a little bit to the country and burnt it up. But that man walked away after AAA suing him for the car. The man walked away with over $300,000 in a judgment.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Gotta prove
Because
it.
we could not come to the decision, according to the information that was given to us, that to convict him of it. And see, AAA's deal was to pay the claim first and then sue the person later. They didn't even pay the man made the payments all while he was on trial. So the man made the 23. So he had to prove that he wasn't financially strapped.
Right.
But everything that we can see in our common sense showed that he burnt that car up. But they couldn't present it to us like that. So we had to go in his favor, and he got a judgment out of AAA over $300,000.
Wow. And you know what? A lot of those, because I sue insurance companies a lot, and they do, like, they try their best not to pay. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. They try their best. You can pay into an insurance company for 20 years, and as soon as you get in an accident or something, they don't want to pay you. And then, like, you have to sue them. Like, I've experienced where they don't pay at all most of the time. But then when you sue them, a lot of these statutes we have here, they got to pay your attorney fees and all of that. So they might end up coming out of way more, like you saying at the end, where if they would have just went on ahead and paid it.
Yeah, they should have just went on and paid it.
Yeah, but they got loan money, so they don't care.
They do.
Suffer for 3 years. They don't care.
I think as far as your poll, St. James, I think had it not been for somebody like Pam that's teaching us how to be critical thinkers, teaching us how to think like a defense lawyer, showing us that you have to prove a case and here's what you have to prove in order to get, even though you might know, right? Because in my regular mind, I know what happened, right? I know, I feel like in my soul, I know what happened, right?
Yeah, we know.
But like I said, had it not been for Pam, I would have been like, yeah, he guilty. But the more
remember in the beginning, in the opening statement, everybody was like, "Oh, he getting cooked. It's a wrap."
I did it. Oh, it's over.
I did that. What?
Yeah, he said
that? Oh yeah, we really thought it was about to be open and shut, and sister homegirl was gonna have her little stuff out, laid all out. And as time went on, we were like, wait a minute now, hold on. Now, it's not looking. You still haven't put him in the car. You still don't have the pow. You still didn't put it in his hand. I think if you learn how to think like that, shout out to YNW Esquire over there. If you learn how to think like that, then you can definitely sit on a jury and have a different mind. And just, if you watch this stuff like I do, then you can definitely have a different mindset for sure.
Yeah, and I thought it was crazy too how we had the video of Melly getting in the car at the studio, but his DNA never showed up on any car.
Never showed
until 2 months ago. We was like, what? That looks planted. It looks planted. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's what it was giving me. Like it was planted. Oh, Pam, I think you went mute.
No, I pressed mute on purpose. Oh, okay. I'm listening though.
Yeah,
it gave Planet vibes.
Yeah, it seemed towards the end, it seemed like Sister Backdoor Betty, it seemed like she just had it out for him. Like she wasn't focused on anybody else but him. And it started sounding personal, and I was like, sis, you might want to rinse it back a little bit.
Demons on purpose. She knew she was doing that mess on purpose.
She was. And even Moretti, he was doing it on purpose too.
Yeah,
because I think he was tired of reading them text messages.
They were trying to get that little deal into the jury's, psyche.
Yeah. That's a messed up last name, though, St. James, ain't it? I think
let me tell you, I would have changed that bad boy years ago.
Real quick.
Look, if I was his mama, I don't know if she with the daddy or not, but I wouldn't even gave him that last name. I'd be like, his last name is something else, because no, why would you even? That it's spelled like it. If I looked at his name on a piece of paper, it's Demon.
That's what it's
Demon. Period. It's Demon. They done changed that man's name 3 times. Demons, all kind of stuff. That boy's name is Demon. Period.
Yeah, because the defense attorney, remember DLK didn't know what his name was. He said, I'm just gonna call him Melly. He didn't even know how to call his own client last name. He knew it said Demons.
If y'all ever hear of me into some good trouble, because y'all get Martin Luther DLK for me.
Oh, I got you, St. James. I got you.
Pam done learned some new terms, St. James. She might get up there and be like, that is in its embryonic state.
You know I'm using that. I can't wait to do a trial.
That whole embryonic statement was wonderful. It was good.
Yes, I can't wait to go against an expert that's new to the game and say, "Oh, so you just started last year, so we fair to say you're in your embryonic state."
If I was that man, that would haunt me daily. I'd be like, that mother trash told me about.
Oh, it was good because it's true. You can be in this, but a court basically deems you as an expert. So of course you're gonna have to take certain trials and stuff until you're deemed as an expert. Everybody has their first time, and you just luck up if you go get them. They get them expert, and this their first, second time. Man, I hope so. I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all should choose this guy. He just started 2 years ago, so I can use my embryonic. Oh, so we could say that you're in your like embryonic state. Oh, baby, I'm a recorder for y'all and put it on my
Oh, please do. And then we need you to have some Bob Sunroof theatrics on top of embryonic state. That would be golden. Like that would be.
I got them anyway. I am so, and a lot of that stuff is like, let me tell you something, and this is something that I don't really share like that, but when you're a defense attorney, you always have to look at it where the prosecutors work with those judges way more than you do. Because oftentimes the prosecutor is actually assigned to that judge's courtroom.
Right.
So they know them. So they have this presence about them where in front of a jury, it would look like it's an ownership almost. They're gonna know the court reporter, they're gonna know the judicial clerks, they're gonna know, and it may be that this is your first time in front of this judge. So you're learning everybody and all of that. Child come in there like I own the place. They have water on the defense table. Child, I go over there and I take it off for the prosecutor's table and pour my stuff in front of the jury. This is my courtroom.
You got to state your claim. Stand up in here.
I need whatever trial you own next. I just need you to hand it to Law and Crime so we can watch it. Just tell them stream it for my people. They'll be there. Don't worry. You'll have your viewers. They'll be there because I want to see this. I need to see this in action. You literally have to because they have a presence that's there. And I had some attorney teach me like early on that. And from that point on, I automatically know the depth. Like when I did my last murder trial, they came in like, here come the dream team. They was inviting me back there. They had donuts with the judge. I was getting invited back there with the donuts. You just got to do that just to let the jury know, like, yeah, I'm really that chick. Like, she just in here borrowing the space right now, but this is my courtroom. St. James, you see Kyrie's comment?
Kyrie said Carly is out kicking it. She was at Publix shopping.
What? Well, you know what? Let's talk about Carly real quick. Dang on. Okay, so Carly, what I noticed, because I'm an investigator in my part-time life.
Right.
And so, she had the thing about her and her mom is like on Facebook, they would like delete their pages, bring it back up later on. They like, you got to catch it because they keep deactivating it, activating it. So what I noticed was now she did the one kind of like a public figure for you to like her page.
Oh, you're
kidding
me.
To follow her. No.
Wow.
And then if you look, the boyfriend, he done got thousands of followers since then.
Right.
Now you can verify. If you go over there now, today, he done verified his account. He done put the blue check on there.
Wow. He done paid the $14.99.
He done paid.
So basically, they trying to pull the ultimate finesse on us, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's why I said it really sounds like. And then, but he was the first one after it. They came out with the press conference, and we all knew it was a bunch of baloney. Then he deleted all of her photos. But then yesterday, you doing an article talking about leave her alone, don't mess with her, don't be bullying her. You the first bully because you took all of her doggone photos down. You not standing by her. You think we wasn't gonna notice that?
Right.
He should have changed his profile pic to him and her. If he was behind her. But he took it all down.
No, after that press conference, he probably thought she was gonna get locked up. So he said, "Let
Well,
me
the
go
thing
ahead
about
and
that press comment, and correct me if I'm wrong, Pat, I think they lying in wait and they collecting data to tell us at the next press conference what she's going to be charged with.
I agree. I think that because that question came up more than one time, and that chief would not say whether she was going to be charged with anything, but he said, "What I will say is that nothing she said can be corroborated." Okay, you saying she lying? That's what you saying.
Basically, right.
He should have left that stripper alone.
Yeah.
Not the stripper.
But did you hear the theory about her being pregnant by a 17-year-old allegedly or some bull like that?
I've heard so many stories. I don't know what to believe at this point. I heard it though. I heard about it.
But you know how that goes. People always want to put a little yeast on the story to make it a little.
Gotta make it spicy.
Yeah.
Now, what was that with them all going to Atlanta or something for her birthday? Did you guys hear that?
I didn't hear that.
That's what Kyrie is talking about. That's why he says she's at Publix because apparently she's out there big kicking it in Atlanta for her birthday with her mama.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Must be nice.
Yeah, they all under anybody close to her is under a microscope, so he can run around, windmilling for her now. But he might want to, disassociate himself like he did with the pictures. He just might. Yeah, I think they're just waiting to figure out what they're gonna do, what charges, or they may already have the charges. So he's gonna come out there in his zoot suit. It's gonna be a purple suit this time.
What kind of suit? What kind of suit you say he was gonna have, St. James?
A zoot suit. A zoot. Got his zoot suit on. He gonna tell us exactly what's going down. They're gonna do him like Smollett. They're gonna say, "You pay this money, this 25,000, or you go to jail or something." I know they're gonna have to do something. So I don't know.
James, you're not burning whatever's in your oven, are you?
No, I just took it out and put some barbecue sauce on it. So I think it's about done. Let me see.
What is it? What's in the oven?
I just did a little tri-tip, little sirloin tri-tip strips, little something.
No, I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, they done.
You need to see what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, they done. Let's see.
I'll be in California in 2 weeks. I could get a plate now.
Come on to California.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me move this. So yeah, they just some little bitty steaks. So we gonna plate this up real quick. What we got? What plate we got? So yeah, I just do some Brussels sprouts. That old.
Now, what's in those Brussels sprouts again? I know you did before.
I started off. I did some bacon, and once the bacon is finished, you take it out. You put before you cut up your Brussels sprout, and these were some huge Brussels sprouts. We were talking about it earlier. For some reason, Brussels sprouts are humongous in the store. They're no longer the little bitty ones. They're huge. But you cut them, you wash them, and you take off the leaves that that you don't need, and you put a little olive oil in the bowl with some onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt. Mix that together. Then you put it on down in that bacon grease.
Okay,
face down.
Bacon grease. All right.
Yeah. In that bacon grease, face down. Then after it's cooking for a while, I would put the lid on it and get them as much as soft as you want them. Like some people want it really, really soft. I like just a hint of a crunch in there. Just so you haven't just cooked out all the nutrients in your veggies. Sometimes we just overcook our food and we're cooking all the nutrients out.
Yeah, that's me. That's me with my creamy. That's me.
So what I did was once I did that, I let's see. Then you open it up and put the bacon back in there with some balsamic vinegar, a little bit of soy sauce, a little honey, put a little honey on it, and I just hit it with a little Tony's.
Oh, that's
And you just kind of mix it up, let it hit, and that's it.
okay.
That's it.
So I
And then,
did something similar to that in my air fryer though. It was
you can do them in the air fryer.
really
Have you done them in
good.
the air fryer yet? You done
Yes,
it?
that's what I'm saying. I tried something like that in the air fryer. It was
Uh-huh.
really good. It was really,
Yeah,
really good.
I was gonna. Ooh, I didn't mess that up. I didn't let this sit long enough, but it's okay.
You've been fighting with this pole cornbread.
I know I have, because I cut it too fast. But it's really good. The cornbread it is. So yeah, just a quick little dinner. It ain't just a quick
That
little
was
dinner.
good.
And
That was real good.
yeah. So I don't know. Carly's crazy. She about to get some charges in a minute. So we'll see.
I wouldn't be on anybody's camera trying to troll anybody putting up stuff, taking it down, because the internet is wearing her out. They
Yeah.
are laying her to rest with these comments, these videos, these memes. Like they are tearing her up. I couldn't do it personally.
Well, it's I think it's warranted. We don't know every detail, but how it's sounding, it's sounding like she's a little spoiled brat that it has, leaked into her adulthood, and her antics have just gotten worse. That's all. That's what it seems like to me. So I don't know.
So now you're just gonna play in our face and just make us
Right,
feel
I
it.
feel like if he really go,
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
and he got the Holy Ghost swing. Look at him.
That's all right with me. That's all right with me.
So we just over here just dry. Just dry. Ain't no food. Right? I want some buttery cornbread and a Brussels sprout and a sausage.
I like rib tips. I like the sirloin tip.
Oh, Pam, I guess you better go get your oxtail so you can cook them next week.
Right.
Yes, definitely. Go get them.
Because clearly you're going to be starving if not.
I'm going to put, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to prep them the night before, because I like oxtails. I like to, I buy one of those big Ziploc bags, the big ones. And I cut up all my vegetables and I mix them in there and leave them in there overnight to marinate. And then in the morning, that's when I start. Yeah, Denise.
We sitting here like.
Yeah, so. Well, I thank you ladies for coming on and chatting it up with me. I've been on here way too long.
Because now you got to go eat the rest of your food and
now
feed.
now he ready to go. Huh?
Now he ready to go.
I'm like, go. You listen now.
I seen him pour that bubbly. I said, "Oh, it's a wrap. We done. We about to get." Thank you guys. Have a great day.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop.
All right, y'all.
All right, I'll talk to him. All right.
All right. I hope everyone. She had not gotten the police involved. Yeah, once she got them police involved, talking about a baby on the side of the road, a midget on the side of the road. I don't know who was on the side of the road. But once she started that bull, it was over. It was over, y'all. So, we tell you, this food, this Sunday dinner was great. And hopefully I'll see you next week, everybody, for Sunday dinner. I'm going to be doing some oxtails. I'm going to prep them the night before. And then we will do it all again before we get out of here. Before we get out of here, y'all.